Chapter 428, Wrath of the Gangster Toys. It starts in the living room and Lois, Stewie, and Brian are watching TV with us. Brian had a gun ready for protection just in case. Her mother Bobs came and decided to live with us. Me, Lois, do you have any other family members other than your mom? Lois, well, there's my brother Patrick. Meg, our uncle Patrick is in an insane asylum outside of where Quahog used to be. Lincoln, why is he in a nut house? Bob's, British accent, well, he had a traumatic experience when he was a child. Laney, what happened? Bob's, he saw me having an affair with Jackie Gleason. Me, the famous comedian and actor. He died 31 years ago. Bob's, yes, well, I was only in my 20s when it happened. He was so traumatized because of it and we had him committed to the insane asylum. Before Quahog was destroyed, everyone called him the Fat Guy Strangler. He had a nasty habit of strangling fat guys. Meg, every time he hears that phrase "pow" right in the kisser, he has a crazy episode. Sometimes to the point of killing people. Me, that's awful. He's a ticking time bomb. At least we know what not to say when around him. I pull out a notepad and a pen. Brian, what's the notepad for, JD? Me, this is my taboo notepad. It's to let me know what never to say around people I know that have words or phrases that light their fuses, so to speak. Brian, good thinking, JD. Me, thanks, Brian. Writes down his name and the phrase Patrick Pewter Schmidt, pow, right in the kisser. There. I put my notepad away. The alarm sounded. Me, uh-oh. Lois, what was that? Me, that's our alarm that lets us know when crime is starting. Bob's, fascinating. We went over to the computer and saw that gangsters were running amok. Me, oh man. I know these gangsters. It's Scarface, Toyman, and the Puppet King. Lola, Scarface? You mean like Al Pacino's famous movie from the 1980s? Me, this is the exact same one, Lola. He's now a puppet that has the same name. He's a puppet said to be possessed by the spirit of the infamous gangster himself. Tony Montana aka Scarface is now a puppet. Lola, but I thought he was killed. Me, he was. He was blasted in the back with a 12-gauge shotgun blast and it killed him instantly. But legends say that his deeds were so vile that not even hell could accept him. So his spirit was forever cursed to remain on Earth as a puppet. Lincoln, I think I saw Scarface with Dad at one time. He was shot all over the place. Me, he was. He was so hyped up on cocaine and he took enough bullets to kill 50 people. My father killed him 35 years ago. Everyone gasped. Lincoln, your father killed the most ruthless mob boss that ever lived? Me, he sure did. He told me so himself and he was praised for it as a hero. My dad is a retired police officer. But during his career he made a tremendous number of enemies and that's why he married my mother and had me and my sister in hiding. Lori, that is literally awful. Luna, yeah dude. Me, yeah. I was given my powers for protecting not just my family, but the whole world from evil dirtbags like Scarface and others. Now my family doesn't have to worry anymore because I have the power to kill my father's enemies and because we will protect everyone. Lynn, that's a relief. Luan, who are the other guys? Me, Toyman is a famous toy maker. His name is Winslow P. Schott Jr. He's the son of toymaker Winslow Schott Sr. His father was arrested for crimes he was forced to do against his will because of this man, Bruno Mannheim. I pull up his picture. Lucy, gasp. He looks like someone I wouldn't want to meet. Me, yet. He's one of Metropolis' most ruthless mob bosses and is the leader of a ruthless gang called Inter Gang. Superman, that's right. He's one of my most dangerous enemies. Me, yet. His son donned the Toyman persona to get revenge on Inter Gang for subsequently killing his father. He is a techno-genius and master mechanic that can make any toy into a robot for destruction. His main goal is to kill Mannheim and inter gang. Lainey, that's awful. What happened to his father? Me, he died before he was scheduled to be released on parole. Everyone gasped. Lana, that's awful. Me, yet. Lily, who is the puppet? Robin, that's Puppet King. He's one of our enemies from our dimension. Cyborg, he imprisoned our souls in puppets and made me, Robin and Beast Boy his slaves. Starfire, and he switched mine and Raven's bodies. Me, whoa. So he's a living puppet. Robin, yes. He uses dark magic to transfer the souls of people into puppets and vice versa. He took our souls and made us puppets, and he was gonna destroy us to make us his permanent puppets. Lola, that's horrible. Me, yeah. He must be stopped at all costs. Lois, I agree, and I'm gonna destroy these guys for good. Lois got ready in her commando outfit like when she was gonna go kill Stewie. Think of Lois' outfit in Lois Kills Stewie. She was armed with several weapons, including King Walker's sword. Lois, I'm ready to go with you guys. Me, are you sure you want to do this, Lois? You will be putting your own life at risk. Lois, yes. I want to redeem myself and prove that I've changed. Brian, it's gonna take a lot more than that to show how much you changed. Me, Brian, let her show you how much she changed. You, Stewie, Lois, Lori, Lincoln and Lola come with me. Brian, okay. Lois, I don't know how many apologies it's going to take, Brian. I mean, for Pete's sake, you're a forgiving person. Brian, this isn't about forgiveness. Lois, I don't know how I'm ever going to forget about what you've done. Lois, I told you that my dark side made me do all those things. Brian, that's the case with some of us. But at least none of us committed child abuse. Lois, there was a time when I would have helped you if you needed it. And I don't know if I can do that now. Which means that when we're out there, we're not out there as a family. You crossed a line. And the fact that you could do that again sits in the back of my head somewhere. Lois, I get it, alright. I understand that I crossed a line. And I understand that I lost your trust. What I don't understand is why you won't give me a chance to earn it back. Batman comes into the room. Brian, me and the others just tracked down where Toyman, Scarface, and Puppet King are. We need to go. Lois, where are we going? Brian, to Lois. Somewhere along the way I'll let you try and earn my forgiveness. Me, let's go. We set out for an old warehouse. We arrived and smashed through the roof of the warehouse and landed. Me, hello dirt faces. Surprised to see us? Scarface, so you all came. Me, that's right, sawdust for brains. And you should know because my father killed you. Scarface, what? You're the censored son of that censored monster that killed me and got me imprisoned in this censored puppet? Me, that's right, and I'm glad he did, you censored rotten pile of wood. Scarface, why you? I will kill you. Me, go, censored yourself. Scarface, enraged growl, Rhino, Muggsy, kill him. Lainey tied them up in vines. Me, so much for your lackeys. Lois saw Toyman coming and she fired a net gun and pinned him down. Arnold, I'm so sorry about all this. Scarface, quiet dummy. Lois, you be quiet, you stupid puppet. Lois kicked Scarface out of Arnold's hand. Stewie punched him several times in the face and kicked him. I used my magic and removed his spirit from the puppet and he was made a normal everyday puppet. Nicole came and imprisoned him in the Book of Vile Darkness. Puppet King came out and he had an army of puppets with him. Me, you sure have been busy, Puppet King. Puppet King, yes. Kill them, my slaves. Lola fired a blast of fire and incinerated the puppets. killing them all. I punched Puppet King in the face and he lost his controller and Lincoln fires a blast of lightning at it and destroys it completely. Puppet King, what have you done? Me, we destroyed you. Puppet King had blue light come out of his eyes and mouth and he then became a totally lifeless puppet. Nicole sealed his evil spirit into the book of vile darkness. Me, that's it for them. Back at the estate, Meg was cleaning Lois' wounds she got from Scarface. Meg cleans Lois's wound. This hurt? Lois, yeah, it stings. Maria, good. That's what you get for trying to take on 3 villains all by yourself. Brian, I know who Toyman and Scarface are, but who was that puppet guy? Robin, his name is the Puppet King. He's an old enemy of ours who trapped my soul along with Beast Boy and Cyborg into puppets. And then he tried to use our bodies to cause havoc on Jump City. Lois, to Brian, you missed quite a show tonight. Brian, sorry I couldn't help out. It's a long story. Teresa, it's not a long story. It's the shortest story in history. 2 people go take on bad guys without asking for backup and nearly get killed in the process. You know, we haven't said anything up till now, because we were hoping that the 2 of you would remove your heads from your own butts, but it turns out we were wrong. Lois, come in, now. Francis, no, this is where you zip it. The both of you nearly got killed out there tonight because you didn't have each other's back. Brian, don't worry. It won't happen again. Meg, I absolutely agree. Because the 2 of you are going to sit down here until you have resolved your issues. Do we have an understanding? Lois, yeah. Stewie, we're going to look up more information on Scarface, Puppet King, and Toyman. If you 2 haven't resolved your issues by the time we get back, I'm going to have to beat some sense into you. Me, that won't be necessary, Stewie. We beat them and now it's time for them to talk it over. Stewie, you are right. They waited for half an hour and decided to talk. They finally reconciled after everything that happened and regained each other's trust, and we were happy to see that. Scarface and Puppet King were made new puppets for us to have fun with Lewin and Mr. Coconuts. Arnold Wesley was put in a halfway house and he was given psychiatric help and he knew that he was gonna be helped. Toyman was placed into the Antarctica prison for life. Rhino and Muggsy, same thing. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Nico-chan 11 gave me the idea for this one. Thanks for that, man, as usual. Scarface, Toyman, and Puppet King were 3 of the strangest villains I've ever seen in DC Comics. Al Pacino's Scarface from 1983 was the greatest gangster movie of all time. Puppet King was the strangest episode I've ever seen in Teen Titans, and Toyman was freaky. No, my dad is not a police officer in real life. Let me know what yas all think. Laughs. Sorry I couldn't resist. See yas all next time.